There is difference. There is a difference. Why we call it appearance? There is a difference. See, everyone knows Mahatma Gandhi, correct? So Mahatma Gandhi, at that particular personality, Mahatma Gandhi, he was born at particular date. At that time, that personality came into existence, and he died on a particular day. That time, that personality got finished. Then no more Mahatma Gandhi. That soul may have gone to some other body. That is some other identity. Now no more Mahatma Gandhi's identity, correct? So that identity is of as Mahatma Gandhi or whosoever who are taking this material body, that identity is temporary. It has some beginning and it has some end. So such identities are called that they have taken birth, Janma. But in case of personalities like Lord himself, Krishna, Rama, Nisimha, Varaha, all these, it is not that before Lord Rama took birth there was no Lord Rama, and it is not that after Lord Rama went back to Ayodhya, after he went from here, then there is no Lord Rama. At this moment also Lord Rama as a personality exists. He is not visible to us, that's a different thing. So that's why he is called appearance day. For example, sun is there, so in the morning it becomes visible to us, it comes in front of us. So we do not say that sun took birth, we say that sun is rising, it is appearing. So similarly, in case of Vishnu, the eternal spiritual being, supreme being, in his case he is eternally existing. So when he appears here in front of us, he manifests that okay, now we can see him. At that time it is said that he has appeared. So that thing happened when Lord Rama appeared. So we are celebrating his birthday, you can say, but it's not birthday, it's appearance day. So when did he appear? What was, anyone has idea? What was the date on which he appeared? Not exact date, okay, how many years before? Any idea? 7,000 years before. And when Lord Krishna appeared? 5,000. Yes. Roughly 2 lakh years. Okay, one is 7,000, one is 2 lakh. Any other guess or idea? Yes. In Dwapara Yuga. Okay. So, any other idea? Today I think there will be a big festival in Ayodhya, correct? The new Rama Mandir. Must have been live broadcast. So knowledge is required about Lord Rama. Just building temple will not work. The real knowledge about Lord Rama we find in Vedic scriptures, specifically Valmiki Ramayana, which is available here, and also Shrimad Bhagavatam. Lord Rama appeared in Treta Yuga. There are 4 yugas as we took previous lectures. So the first yuga is the Sat Yuga. It lasts for 17 lakh something years. What, for 32 into 17 lakh 28,000 years is Sat Yuga. Then Treta Yuga lasts for 12 lakh 96,000 years. Dwapara Yuga lasts for 8 lakh 64,000 years. And Kali Yuga, in which we are now, lasts for 4,32,000 years. So we have passed 5,000 years of Kali Yuga. This is Vedic calculation. It's a straightforward calculation given in all Shastras. So, and year, Y-E-A-R, year means 365 times sun goes, rises and sets. That is called 1 year. Some so-called Vedic scientists, those who try to prove everything from science, so they try to prove Vedas also from science. So they cannot digest that so many big number of years could be there. So they try to prove from the Vedas that 1 year means 1 day. They are foolish. Don't listen to such people. Okay? Important, very important point here, that 1 year means 365 times sun rises and sets. Such 4,32,000 years consist Kali Yuga. Such 8,64,000 years consist Dwapara Yuga. Again add 4,32,000 to that, that's 12,96,000 years is for Treta Yuga, and then for Sati Yuga 17,28,000 years. So in all total 43,20,000 years is one cycle. So if we say that Lord Rama appeared in Treta Yuga, so at least how many thousand years before? Kali Yuga we have passed 5,000 years. Okay, done. Before that 8,64,000 years of Dwapara Yuga. That means 8,69,000 years. Minimum this many years. Even if Lord Rama came at the end of Treta Yuga, then also this much. Now that is another thing. In different yugas, the age of people is also different. The Ayu. Kali Yuga maximum a person will live 100 years. That's maximum. But before, in Dwapara Yuga, people used to live 1,000 years. That was a normal thing. 1,000 years people could live at the max. So you will find in Dwapara Yuga, we find many of the histories. So there were people 100 years, 200 years, 300 years old, not a big deal. In Treta Yuga, people lived 10,000 years. And in Satya Yuga, they lived 1,00,000 years. So it's a proportional lifespan also, 10 times. As the 10 times is the decrease, not 10 times, decreasing is not 10 times, correct? It's doubles. So there is a difference in lifespan also, and the Yuga cycle life also. So at least 8,69,000 years. Lord Rama appeared. Now this will go completely against Darwinian evolutionary theory, because according to that, Homo sapiens sapiens, that is the modern man, came not before 2,00,000 years ago. That's what the Darwinian evolutionary biology says. And not before 10,000 years ago, people didn't even know what is agriculture. They used to live in just jungle according to Darwinian evolution, but this goes completely against that. That's why many of the people, even the Vedic ones, so-called, they call themselves Vedic, but because they cannot give up Darwinian evolution, so they try to crunch the time scale so that it should come under the Darwinian evolutionary period for human being. How it is possible that Lord Rama could be 8,00,000 years before, because at the time of Lord Rama, farming was going on, everything was there. Human beings started living like this only not before 10,000 years. So it must be in that. So okay, Krishna could be 5,000 years ago because at that time this was there, but Rama, maximum 8,000, not before that. So that's a problem. So at least these many years. Now how Darwinian evolutionary theory is wrong it's not correct, it's not reality, it's a theory only. I'm not going to take a class on that here. Those who know Gujarati can hear my lectures, a series of that on my YouTube channel. I have taken one book is there. Here you have that Darwin. No, you have that Leaf Junction. Oh, you should have it. You are in youth preaching. Those books should be there. You can bring those books from Bhakti Vikas Trust. They are, which book you know? Rethinking Darwin. That book must be there. So that book is a scientific book which explains in all details, and I took it in detail, more detail. So those you can hear those lectures. I don't know who will hear it. It's Gujarati. But anyway, Achyut Krishna Prabhu also took a series on that. You might have link of that. So you can refer that as well as you can refer that book also. It's a small book this week. Like Hidden History of Human Race, that size. Not Hidden History of Human Race, that way. Stephen Hawking's Brief History of Time. That size book is there. And those who want scientific data for that, real scientific data, that human beings were there, they existed, modern Homo sapiens sapiens, they existed much before 2 lakh years ago, then you can read the book named Hidden History of Human Race. There are around 100 evidence that human beings existed even before 2 lakhs years ago. And some evidence are like, one evidence is existence of modern Homo sapiens sapiens 2 billion years ago. 2 billion is how many years? 200 crore is 2 billion. So there are evidence which we may not be aware of, but the scientists are aware of these evidences. So appearance of Lord Rama really challenges that particular theory actually. So we better align ourselves that Lord Rama's appearance is not myth, it's a reality. Lord Rama was there and is there. And more accurately, if you go into more detail of Shastra, that when Lord Rama appeared, then it is not in this Treta Yuga. It is in Treta Yuga of the 24th cycle of 7th Manu. So we are in 7th Manu right now, and we are in 28th cycle. One cycle is Satya Treta Kali Dwapara. This is one cycle, 43 lakh 20,000 years. Such previous cycle and such previous cycle and such previous cycle. So 24th cycle, and we are in 28th cycle. So now you can calculate 26, 27, 86 lakh 40,000 years plus this cycles 40 lakh years, you can say, almost. No, 43 lakh 20,000. Take out 5,000 from it. Almost 43 lakh years. This cycle is almost in the end, correct? So you just add the whole 3 cycles. That means 43, 43, 43. That's 120 and 129 and 60. That's 135, correct? 43, 43, 43, 129 lakh 60,000. 129 lakh 60,000 years. Plus that side 8 lakh 64. And 12, that side 12 lakh 96,000. So that becomes around 142 lakh years before. If you really want to calculate from Shastras, then this is the timeline of Lord Rama's appearance. Such So many years ago he appeared, and still he is famous, you see. Gandhi appeared, Gandhi was born not more than 200 years ago, and now he is not famous at all. Correct. There are so many famous personalities who came and went. After the famous personality goes, for some time people remember it, finished. But you see in the case of Krishna, Rama, all these avatars, so many years back they have appeared, and their fame remains as it is. Today also people hear about Lord Rama. Today also they feel that they have some relationship with him. So that's not, it's not just a matter of sentiment. Why people are not able to have such a relationship with any Tom, Dick and Harry, famous people? So many big famous people have been there all over the world, correct? People don't have that relationship. If it is just a sentiment, then anyone who can have a relationship. Now people are chanting names of Lord Rama. Just now we chanted Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Our Mahamantra consists of 4 names of Lord Rama and 4 names of Lord Krishna. You can't go on chanting Coca-Cola, 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 or Narendra Modi, Narendra Modi, Narendra Modi, Narendra Modi, or Trump, 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 Trump. You can't. After some time you will get tired. How we are able to chant? See, I was an atheist. Then I got attracted to this. Now it's around 18 years, but I am not getting tired chanting Hare Krishna. In fact, I like to chant more. So there is potency. Lord's name are not different from him, and that's given in Shastra and it's reality. Because it is eternal. Lord is eternal, his personality is eternal, his names are eternal. That's why the effect is eternal. It doesn't get worn out by time. So we are very fortunate. We are all very fortunate that we have taken birth in this Bharata Varsha. So we have natural inclination, and by our family upbringing, by our tradition, we have been given that some idea that we have a good background. So we are so fortunate. The foreigners were not so fortunate, but Prabhupada went there and made them fortunate by giving this, that you can hear that how things have happened in the Srila Prabhupada Lilamrita. That they were made fortunate by Srila Prabhupada by going there and giving the same message to everyone, and they accepted it and they are following it. Similarly, we are very fortunate to have taken birth here in Bharata Varsha. So we should not get deviated by wrong preaching. We don't need to depend on the modern innovations to understand our own history. We should understand our own history from our own people. Own people means Shastras and Paramparas. Shastras are coming through bona fide Paramparas. You understand? Shastra are the instructions which are coming to us through bona fide Parampara. A guru teaches his disciple or Shishya, and Shishya in turn teaches it to his Shishya. In a family, mother teaches it to child, a son, father teaches to son, all these different. In previous lecture we were discussing about all these different types of how the life should be lived, lifestyle, from morning waking up till night sleeping. So it was not that everybody was sitting and reading from Shastra, I should do this. It was already established in family. So from the child when he takes birth, he lives like that. He doesn't think that, oh, I am doing something Shastric. But by nature, he gets habituated to that. So that is his fortune. Otherwise, he has to change each and every habit if he gets habituated different way. So this is how Shastra is coming to us. This is our fortune. If we take birth in America, such teaching will not come. So why should we depend on people like Sheldon Pollock and all other people, Max Muller, who tries to teach us what our Shastra is? That creates a lot of confusion. Then all these questions come, oh Lord Rama, oh, he banished Sita, he was a misogynist, and many such things come. Because you can't understand without culture what was the thing. We will take that topic also, because Lord Rama's appearance day is there. So there are many misconceptions which have been spread about Lord Rama, and those who do not get instructions from Parampara, they are not able to explain properly, and they make Lord Rama as some modern person actually. So we will take some of those explanations also, so that we understand that what are those explanations. So here we have the point, in this list of questions we have one point, that concept of Sampradaya. The concept of Sampradaya. So there is one idea which has been floated around, that in traditional India, in the Vedic times, there was no Sampradaya concept. People were following Shastra through their, that's it. There was none, as they wanted, they used to follow by their own understanding and intelligence. But there was no such thing as Sampradaya. Right now, which we have different Sampradayas. So that conception is not correct. Sampradayas have been there from time immemorial. As you might have learnt in the 6th session, if you have attended here, that there are 4 bona fide Vaishnava Sampradayas and 1 bona fide Shankara Sampradaya. These are 5 Sampradayas, you can see. 4 are Vaishnava and 1 is Advaita. So they have been there not from now. It is not that when Shankaracharya came, then the Advaita philosophy came. You understand? Advaita philosophy was there even before Shankaracharya. He propagated it, that's a different thing. It is not there that when Ramanujacharya came, then Sri Sampradaya started. It was there even before him. These Sampradayas have started from the beginning of universe. This knowledge is eternal. So when universe comes into being, when universe is created by the Lord, then Lord Brahma makes all the planets and all the arrangement for different living entities to live. For example, anywhere you go, you have purchased a land. So those who are going to live there, accordingly you make arrangement there, correct? Then only people come. You make a building, where will be the toilet, where will be the water facility. Similarly, all the different jivas, they need to get different bodies in this material world. So there will be so many species of life, they need to be housed in the universe. So different places they have to be made. Food arrangement has to be made for them. So these things are done by Brahma. He is the first engineer. You have engineering college here. So Brahma is the first engineer of the universe. Lord himself doesn't do anything. Lord Vishnu desires and things happen, because Brahma and all are there in his service. So they come and make it. So at that time, the Vedas are also manifested. By Lord, the Vedas are given to Brahma. So that's the first Sampradaya that comes into being, is Brahma Sampradaya. So first shloka of Srimad Bhagavatam says, Tene Brahma Ridaya Adi Kavaye unto Brahma. This Brahma or the Veda has been told and manifested in his heart by Krishna, by Narayana, by Vasudeva. Why it is required? Because human beings will be there. souls, when they come into the body of human beings, then they will understand from Shastra their position, and then they will follow Bhakti Yoga, and then they will come back to the spiritual world where there is no birth, no old age, no disease, and no death. That is the purpose of the universe. So that's why these Vedas are given to Brahma, and the Vedas are also given. So from Brahma, then he started teaching it. So to Narada he taught, Narada taught to Vyasadeva. That way, one particular Guru Shishya Parampara came, that is Brahma Sampradaya, that is called. Similarly, this knowledge was given by Lord to his own wife, Lakshmi Devi. She started teaching it. From her, the Sampradaya that came is the Shri Sampradaya, what is famous as Rama Rajya Sampradaya now. So in Kali Yuga, the prominent teacher of this Sampradaya is Rama Rajya, the prominent Acharya. So that is the Shri Sampradaya. Then Lord Brahma's 4 sons, Kumara, the first 4 sons of Lord Brahma, they are the 4 Kumaras. They started, the knowledge was given to him by the Lord himself as a Hamsa, and that knowledge is spread by 4 Kumaras, and the disciplic succession, the Guru Parampara that comes from them is called Kumara Sampradaya, and Nimbarkacharya is their latest Acharya which came in Kali Yuga. So it's called Nimbarka Sampradaya at the moment. And the 4th Sampradaya starts from Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva got this knowledge and he spread it all over the universe. So from him, that's the Rudra Sampradaya that is called. And currently in Kali Yuga, Vallabhacharya is the proponent of that Sampradaya. So currently it is available mainly in Gujarat, Rajasthan and their followers. That is called Pushti Marga. So these 4 Vaishnava Sampradayas have been there, and Advaita knowledge is also there. Lord S. Dattatreya explains this Advaita knowledge and that is also spreading. And Lord Shiva himself came as Shankaracharya to propagate Advaita philosophy, and that has got famous as Mayavada. It's there in Padma Purana, Mayavadam Ashat Shastram. Lord Shiva says himself to his wife Parvati that in Kali Yuga I come in the form of a Brahmana and propagate this knowledge of Mayavada, which is actually wrong understanding of Shastra, Asat Shastra, but still I come in Kali Yuga to preach that on the order of the Lord. So it's there. Now just a background of this. In last class we were discussing about lifestyle of people. Now in all these 5 Sampradayas, if you see, the lifestyle of people is same. How to live here in this world. That's called Varnashrama. 4 Varnas, Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, and 4 Ashramas, Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanprastha, Sannyasa. What differs in these 4 Sampradayas, especially the Shankar Sampradaya and Vaishnavas, is the understanding of what is the goal of life, what is after liberation. According to Shankara Sampradaya, Advaita Sampradaya or Mayavad, after liberation from birth, death, old age, disease, there is nothing, only light, and everyone merges. You merge into that light and finish, your personality is finished. That is according to Shankar Sampradaya. According to Vaishnavas, no, we do not finish our identity. We remain as soul, as servant of Krishna, as servant of Vishnu. There is a spiritual world, it's not just light. Light is just emanating from the body of Lord Vishnu in the spiritual world. And so, as in this universe, the space is dark. But in the spiritual world, the space is light. everywhere light is there. That's a normal thing. If you want to make something dark, then you have to put a covering. So that light, which is called Brahma Jyoti, is coming from the body of the Lord. That is all Vaishnava Sampradayas accept. And they say that those who subscribe to Mayavad philosophy, they are like on a very preliminary knowledge. They give example that if someone is coming with a dazzling light in front of you, then you will not see his form, you will see only light. Correct? Those who drive in the night, they can understand. You don't see the form of the car, only the light. So because they do not have understanding of they do not accept the form, supreme form, spiritual form of the Lord in the spiritual world, so they are able to see only the light, and they think that this light is supreme and that's it. We got merged into that light. But that's not the truth. That's how Vaishnava Acharyas explain it. So there is a difference. So this is different, but difference is not in lifestyle, if you see. They all accept Vedas as supreme knowledge, and they all live life according to Vedas. But there is a difference. Sambandha, Abhidaya, Prayojana. This knowledge, these three knowledge has difference. That what is this world? What is its relationship with me? What is its relationship with Lord? What is Lord? What is absolute? This understanding, there is difference. So Sampradayas are based on these understandings. Different understandings are there. So these are bona fide Sampradayas, the four Vaishnava Sampradayas. We don't consider Advaita Sampradaya as bona fide Sampradaya because none of the Vaishnava Sampradayas except Shankar Sampradaya is bona fide. Not because their lifestyle is wrong. They are living the right lifestyle. If they are really living that lifestyle. Currently, everyone is living the modern lifestyle. That's a different thing. But according to their books, their lifestyle is correct. Dharmic. But the destination, what is the nature of the soul? What is the nature of God? What is the relationship between them? What is the nature of this material world? These 5 questions which Bhagavad Gita answers: Ishvara, Jiva, Prakriti, Kala, Karma. The answer to these 5 questions are different in Shankar Sampradaya and Vaishnava Sampradayas. There is a difference. What is that difference? As I said, according to Shankar Sampradaya, this world is, this material world does not exist according to Shankar Sampradaya. It's just Brahma. It's just illusion. Actually, it is not there. Brahma Satya, Jagat Mithya. Vaishnava says Jagat is not Mithya. It exists, but it is temporary. Temporary thing, you cannot say that temporary thing doesn't exist. It exists, but it is temporary. So, it will not give us satisfaction. That is difference. Their understanding of this material world and the Vaishnava understanding of this material. So now someone may ask, okay, which understanding is correct? So that could take a long time to elaborate, but with simple explanation, Vaishnava understanding is correct. Why Vaishnava understanding is correct? Because take all the you can say data available, or take all the reality, whatever we perceive reality, then whatever thing the Advaitavad can explain, Vaishnava philosophy also explains the same thing better. But Vaishnava philosophy explains other things in Shastra which Shankara or the Advaitavad cannot explain. For example, Advaitavad explains the Brahma Jyoti, that light is there. Vaishnavas accept that light is there. We are not saying light is not there, but beyond light there is spiritual world also. So now Advaitavadis say that no, there is no spiritual world. Only light is there. Any form means Maya. According to them, any form means Maya, because form cannot exist beyond matter, according to them. So then Vaishnavas say that then how can you explain? In Shastras there are so many descriptions of spiritual form of Vishnu. How can you explain that? There are so many descriptions of the spiritual world. Chintamani, Prakara Sadmasu, etc. So many descriptions are there. So they said they are given for foolish people. According to them, those who cannot understand the formless, for them form has to be given. But that is your interpretation. Direct meaning which is given in Shastra is like this. So Vaishnava philosophy is able to explain that also. And Vaishnava philosophy is able to explain material world also. That material world, the forms are there, they are not eternal. That forms will give you trouble. Spiritual form is eternal form. That form will give you full happiness, eternal happiness. So all the three existence, Vaishnava philosophy is able to explain, but the Advaita philosophy is only able to explain the light and the material world. So much problem, so much trouble. Material form means trouble. That much they are able to perceive, that much they are able to realize. So Vaishnava philosophy has a higher realization in this sense. It involves, like 100 rupees involves 10 rupees, 20 rupees, 50 rupees, correct? If you have 100 rupee note, that means you don't need to say that, oh, you have 100 rupees, you don't have 10 rupees, you don't have 10 rupees. I have 100 rupees. No, but you don't have 10 rupees. It's included. That's why 100 rupees are better than 10 rupees. But 10 rupees if you have, then you don't have 100 rupees. So that is the definition of Brahma. The word Brahma. Brahma means that which includes everything. The technical meaning of the word Brahma means that which includes everything. So the Vaishnava philosophy includes explanation of any other philosophy. It is said in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says to Arjuna, Yavan artha udapane sarvato samprudodake tavan sarveshu vedeshu brahmanasya vijanata. That one who actually knows the Brahman, he knows everything. As a big reservoir of water, udapane, sarvata samplutodake, sampluta means ocean or river or big pond, and udapane means different wells. So previously what used to happen, people used to use water of wells for cooking and other things, household works. So now people were very pakka that everything should be clean, shuddha, pure thing should be done. So the well with which they take bath, they will not use for cooking and other things in the house. You see, if they are going to take bath and for those purposes, the well which is used, they will not use that well for cooking. And the well which is used for the temple purposes is not used for any other purpose. So there will be different wells for different purposes. Okay? So Krishna is saying that if you go to a river, then you don't have to separate that this river is for bathing and this river is for cooking. Rivers mean river. You go there, you can do everything there, because it is a flowing water, big body of water. So it's always pure. So Krishna is giving that example that as if you are in home and using only wells, then you have to take care of all this well, that well, this well, that well. All those taking care is served just by going to river. You don't need to separately take care of these things. Similarly, those who know the Brahma really, they are able to explain everything else. They don't have to separately explain other things. So that is example Lord Krishna used. So that is the meaning of Brahma, and that's why the correct understanding of Brahma, the better and best understanding of Brahma is that which can explain all other understandings. And that's what Vaishnava understanding is. Vaishnava understanding explains all the things. So this is something about Sampradaya. Now I will try to explain the nature of Sampradaya. What is Sampradaya? Why it is called Sampradaya? Samyak pradayate iti Sampradaya. That which gives you the complete knowledge is called Sampradaya. And complete knowledge of Shastras, of course, Shastras here we are speaking about, it comes from Guru-disciple relationships, Guru Parampara. Guru teaches his Shishya and Shishya teaches his Shishya. Complete knowledge doesn't come from ChatGPT. I use a lot, but it doesn't come from ChatGPT. That's not the method. It doesn't come from Google. The method is, you can get information. See, knowledge and information are different things. You can get lot of information from ChatGPT or Google, but knowledge you can't get. Knowledge is implemented in life, and that you get from Guru. So Guru and Shishyas are there, and this is how the Vedic knowledge is passed from one generation to another. Right now, whatever Vedic knowledge we are getting, even the Bhagavad Gita we are getting, it's because it is coming in the line of disciplic succession, that even its form is existing. All the shlokas, the Shabda form, Dharma Kshetra, Kurukshetra, all the Shabdas are there, Dharma Kshetra, Kurukshetra. All these things are existing because our all ancestors have carefully passed it without change. In the words even, they have passed it to us. No matter how many times you print it, it will be lost. It will not remain. It has to be passed through generations. Otherwise it becomes stale and people stop understanding it. And when people do not require, then printing will also be stopped. So that's what is happening now gradually. But that is how it is passed from disciplic succession. So the words are passed. That's one aspect. That is one aspect of knowledge. That the form, the words which are there are passed as it is. The second aspect of knowledge is the meaning of those words. Are you able to understand? When I say plastic, if I speak the word plastic, what you will remember? Some polymer, correct? Plastic is a material which is made from petroleum products. It's a type of polymer. Why you understand this meaning? Plastic, its original meaning in the English language is different. And you find this word a lot of times in Shakespeare's literature, plastic. At the time of Shakespeare, there was no polymer material called plastic. So meaning changed, correct? So the word which is being spoken and the thing which the word refers to, there is a connection between those two. That is called the meaning of that word. In Sanskrit, it is the thing about which you are speaking by this word is called artha, and this is called shabda. And then there is a connection between the shabda and artha. So that connection has to be kept intact. Otherwise, different shabdas will get connected to different artha or different thing, and it can make a mess. That will not give the right understanding of the Shastra, correct? That's why parampara is there. When it started, when the Shastras manifested from Brahma, when the universe began, the meaning of those words at that time has been carefully passed through disciplic successions. That you cannot get otherwise. That's why many people go and read Shastra, like Dayanand Saraswati. Oh, I will read myself. I will try to understand myself the whole Vedas. Misunderstood. Ram Mohan Roy, I will understand myself. Misunderstood. They do not want to follow the parampara. That's a big disease today. We don't want to be attached with any sampradaya. And there is a reason for that. People see that those people who are in sampradaya, so they are misusing also. Because Kali Yuga is there, these things will happen. Even if they are not in sampradaya, they will also misuse. But in Kali Yuga, people don't have that tolerance. So, oh, it is misuse, so just leave it. We will not take this. But then your mind will misuse you. Leaving that, you are not going to get the correct meaning from elsewhere. So you have to see, be intelligent, that those who are misusing, okay, they may be misusing, don't take that misuse, Baba. You find out real people also, there will be real people who will be speaking as it is. So that's why there is a, in all the sampradayas, there is a three-way check and balance system. Guru, Sadhu and Shastra. The person who is speaking to you and explaining to you, he is your Guru. But not only Guru. He will explain from Shastra. If he doesn't speak according to Shastra, then he is liable to be questioned. And Shastra also you should be explaining according to how the previous teachers in his parampara have understood it. Exactly according to that he should be explaining. Now these three cannot match unless there is perfectness, correct? Because any intelligent person, he will be otherwise differing by his mind. Nasa rishir yasya matam na binnam. If I am intelligent person, and if I am just by my mind I am trying to say something, then I must differ from others. But when I am aligning myself to that message which is being passed from parampara, that means I am going to speak the right thing. That's why whenever I speak something, I always try to quote from Shastra, from parampara, because that's how I keep myself aligned with the true message. Otherwise I may also get bewildered or giving wrong message or myself getting wrong message. So that parampara system is required. If you leave that, then you will not get the right meaning of Shastra. This is what keeps the Shastra apaurusheya. That means it keeps the Shastra coming without any faults. So it's very important point. So those who said that there is no need of sampradaya, they themselves have given up sampradaya, and that's why they think that we have understood Shastra in our own way. Now you may understand it in different way, and he will read the same book and understand different way, and he may read it the same book and understand different way, and then you all will fight. So who will decide who is correct? Because you don't follow any sampradaya, there is no one to decide. But for example, if I read Bhagavad Gita, and if my god brother, say for example Murari Prabhu reads Bhagavad Gita, and if Abhimanyu Prabhu reads Bhagavad Gita, we three read Bhagavad Gita separately, and now we understood separately, different way. So now with all of three of us come together and discuss on a particular topic, then we can decide upon who is correct by seeing what Prabhupada said. Correct? What Prabhupada said, and what Prabhupada's Guru said, and what his Guru said, and what his Guru said. Everything should be in same line. Three of them, whosoever is saying that is correct. Matter settled. If that connection is cut, then we three are there. You speak yourself, I speak myself. You make your sampradaya, I will make my sampradaya. It happens like that. So practically we see even among ourselves, when we read books, then we have some different understandings that get clarified when we align ourselves with the books of Srila Prabhupada, with the books of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and with the books of Rupa Goswami, like our previous acharyas. If we are not getting clarified from what Prabhupada said, still some meanings are same, that okay, this it can also mean this and it can also mean this, then we go to the original Mula Sanskrit Grantha of Jiva Goswami, those. And even if there the things are not getting clarified, then we go to the original. Say for example, they are saying something from Bhagavatam, then we say, see the Bhagavatam and see other acharyas what they are speaking about Bhagavatam. These are the ways by which we have to align. So you are able to see how structured method of passing knowledge was there before. As soon as you leave connection with Sampradaya, that method is gone. You are on your own. So that's why Sampradaya is important. It's not just like that it is there. In fact, the Britishers very rightly understood it. That unless these Sampradayas are there, unless these teachings are passing through Guru Parampara, we are never going to clean up the Vedic system. So their first attack was on Gurukulas. Break the Sampradaya. Not just attack, but they established their own Sampradaya. They started reading themselves the Vedic literature, and their first they did was Indological department that established. All the Vedic literatures they translated into English, and in their schools they started teaching them. Max Muller, you see, Sacred Books of Hindus, so big set is available, and you have all the Puranas translated into English. They are published by MLBD, Motilal Banarasi Das, MLBD. Yeah. So that is considered a big Indological publisher. So MLBD is one of the main publishers of them actually. And those books have changed the understanding of Shastra. So these things are there. So my point was that in our search for understanding the true Shastra, we should be not depending on those who are not connected to the traditional method of passing it. Because then we will subscribe to all types of different wrong understandings. As I just clarified a few, there are several types, and Ramayana is the most attacked book for understanding. Today you have so many Ramayanas. Any person who thinks I want to write some novel, he will pick up Ramayana and then depict Rama as something what not. So many modern renditions of Ramayana are not at all, nowhere in Shastra you find these things. They will make up their own stories and put, and this creates a big confusion. Ramayana means Valmiki Ramayana, and another rendition if you want, then Tulsi Krita Ramayana is there, Ramcharitmanas, which is more devotional. But otherwise Valmiki Ramayana is the moola of everything, and that should be understood from Parampara. There are commentaries to Valmiki Ramayana. At least 3 commentaries in Sanskrit are already published. And one of the commentaries is Govindaraja's commentary. Govindaraja is a Sri Vaishnava Acharya, and his commentary is translated into English. You can say from his commentaries, taking from his commentaries mainly, Vidwan Gauranga Prabhu, one of the Iskcon devotees, he has written the commentaries to Valmiki Ramayana currently. 3 sargas are produced, correct, or 4? 3. Yeah. Out of 7, 3 kandas have been published already, and it is like our Srimad Bhagavatam. Each and every shloka, this is the traditional method, each and every shloka will be word by word commented fully, and then connected how in the modern world we can implement this by understanding the essence of what Acharyas are saying. So I think they have that in your library. You have that Valmiki Ramayana here, Vidwan Gauranga Prabhu's. You can keep it. It's a very important book. Students can come and read, because Ramayana is very, like Mahabharata is a political grantha, you can say. It is full of complex situations in life. That is Mahabharata. Ramayana is a very smooth going story. It's very interesting for people. Of course, Mahabharata is also very interesting in a different way. because it is heavy politics. Mahabharata is also great grantha. This Maha means great. Great Bharat. Bharata version. So that can be, if someone wants to read Valmiki Ramayana, so first you can read the small version of that abridged version which Bhakti Vikas Maharaj, Guru Maharaj has published. That will be available, single book. But those who want to go into detail, then from Parampara that grantha is coming. So like this, so when we understand like this, then you will see that all the Shastras are very much in line with each other, not contradicting each other. Otherwise people say, oh, Shastras say different, this Shastra say different, that Shastra say different. It's not like that. If you go in Parampara, then you understand it better. So that was one question about Sampradaya. So very important. And it is anything you have Guru Shishya Parampara always, that is Sampradaya. Nothing else. Today people may think Sampradaya means some institution has been established and registered in some government, but that's not. Any institution can be registered, that doesn't become Sampradaya, and without registration even from a single person Sampradaya can be there. Because Sampradaya means when the teachings are coming as it is to the Guru Shishya Parampara, that is called Sampradaya, because it is giving you perfect knowledge. Samyak pradayate iti Sampradaya. That which gives you perfect knowledge is Sampradaya. So the question is, why different scriptures contradict each other? So this is almost answered. Different scriptures don't contradict each other. But those who do not learn them in Sampradaya, they feel they are contradicting each other. Or those who do not know it properly, they feel that they are contradicting each other. Otherwise, they are not contradicting each other. What happens, one who doesn't take it in Sampradaya, how do they approach Shastra? They approach Shastra, reading Shastra, thinking that I will get something from this. So they have something in their mind and they want to choose from that. Okay, like for example, for Bhagavad Gita it is famous. Bhagavad Gita has Jnana Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, Karma Yoga and Bhakti Yoga. Whatever you like, you take. So this whatever you like, you take approach, then there is problem. Because then you think that different things are given for different people. So there must be contradiction. So that whatever you like approach is not the approach to understand the perfect knowledge. It is in Shastra. So that's why they think that, oh, this part of Bhagavad Gita is for me and that part is not for me. This part of Shastra is for me and that part is not for me. So that's why that creates confusion. But one who is understanding Shastra as it is, then he understands that something may be looking from the from its outset, it may be looking contradictory, but it's apparent contradiction. When you try to understand it in a parampara by knowing its anubandha chatushtaya, it is called sambandha, abhidaya, prayojana and adhikari, 4 things. So any Shastra when it starts, it has its sambandha, abhidaya, prayojan and adhikar. Adhikar means who is eligible to follow this Shastra. That is called adhikar. So according to difference of these 4, there will be different set of instructions. As if you go to a medical shop, then there are so many medicines, correct? If you say that I don't need to go to doctor, I will choose my medicine from here, what will happen? Some medicine may be having one effect and another medicine will have completely opposite effect of that, and both are there, but both are there for different people. And who will take what is given by doctor. The purpose of all medicine is same, to make you healthy, but according to your disease you are given different medicines. So Shastras are like the medical shop, you can say. If you just approach Shastra like that, then it is a medical shop. but doctor is the Guru Parampara. So if you don't go through doctor, then you will find all the contradiction. Oh, so many medicines which to take. But if you go through doctor, then you can understand. And if you become a medical person, then doctor will be able to understand whole thing, that which medicine is for which purpose, why it is like this, correct? So those who understand in that way, those who become medical men, they will be able to understand all the medicines. There will no more be any contradiction in their mind. Similarly, if we understand through Guru Parampara, then there will be no contradiction. There are medicines for different people. Who will get what? That is all set according to Parampara. So that's why this point, that why Shastras are different. Some say that Shiva is supreme, some say that Vishnu is supreme, some say Durga is supreme, some say do this and some say do that. So these type of questions did not arise before, when Gurukula system was there. After Britishers demolished this and put the Indological department, so people started approaching their own way, the Shastras, and from there these questions became more prominent, that why there are so many contradictions. And actually I studied Shastras, Dharma Shastras for example, 20 Dharma Shastras are there, basic, Moola Dharma Shastras are 20. Before that I had an idea that all Dharma Shastras are contradicting each other mainly. Some may be saying this for the same particular purpose, for the same particular thing. Other Dharma Shastra will say, no, you do like this. This one will say. So that was my idea. Even after coming to Iskcon, that was my idea. And I had service of researching into Shastras. So when I read Dharma Shastras, I thought, from where did I get this idea that they are contradicting? I don't find any contradiction. They are in fact matching each other. They are in fact matching each other in most of the details. Maybe 2 or 3% some contradiction is there. That is also very much clarified by the commentaries of the Acharyas. So then I started seeing where from this idea is coming. This contradiction, why many people are saying, even the Vedic people are saying there are so many contradictions in Shastra. So then I came to know that these 2 or 3% of contradictions which are there, which are explained by Acharyas, but what the Indological department did, they propagated this. See, your Shastras are full of contradictions. One side they are saying this and another side they are saying this. But that contradiction is already solved by the Acharyas in commentary, but that they will not take, that they will not publish. So just few contradictions may be visible sometimes, and that is propagated like your whole Shastra is filled of all contradictions, it's useless, take our Bible. That was main purpose, as we saw last time. So then I came to know from where that idea came, and my roots in Shastra became more strong. Now I can challenge anyone, come and tell me where is contradiction. I will bring the commentary from previous Acharya, not from my mind. I will bring the commentaries, I will solve that contradiction. So that level of scholarship is there in our Vedic knowledge. While if you say for example, Bible doesn't have theology at all actually. And when they are questioned that okay, you say this, but here there is contradiction. So they will answer from their mind. Somehow they want to answer, and then if you ask where is this given in Bible, then they will sit down because it is not given. They will try to somehow or other explain. But in terms of Vedic literature, it is not like that. You can explain everything from the previous Acharyas and from the previous Shastras itself. This is greatness of Vedic literature. So there are contradictions, some contradictions will be there, but our approach to those contradictions, what I say, very simple. Go to the commentary of that particular Sanskrit Tika, Sanskrit commentary, because usually Sanskrit commentary will be pre-British. Go to those commentaries because they lived that life. They all lived that life, so they know better. Go to those commentaries and see And there are so many commentaries available today also, even published form, and there are thousands of commentaries in unpublished form, which is lying there in the manuscript departments of government, just like that, and being eaten by termites. You can't do anything with that. But at least we have sampradayas, so we can do that. So in this way, you can solve this. So I think most of the questions I have completed. Yeah, what is the time? 7:15. Yeah, we can take question answers also. Last thing I will, because today is Rama Navami, one particular Rama Leela which has been misunderstood by people, we can take one. This is about Lord Rama's banishing Sita. After Lord Rama defeated Ravana, then Sita was brought back to Ayodhya, and then one Dhobi, who was that? Taylor Dhobi. So he blasphemed. The whole point was that his wife, somehow she came late from outside somewhere she went. I think overnight she had to stay somewhere because of some reason. So in Vedic times it was not acceptable that women stay overnight outside. That's wrong. This was culture even in the Dhobis, who were considered outside Varnashram. Dhobi means those who wash clothes, washermen. They are considered outside of 4 Varnas. Still there was this much level of strictness. What to speak of those who are Kshatriyas and Brahmanas. So he commented to his wife, I am not going to keep you in my house. I am not Lord Rama who keeps Sita, who stayed for so many days with Ravana. This is what he commented. How Lord Rama came to know about it? Through spies. King means he will have spies. He need to know what is going on in the kingdom. One reason is the opponents, wrong people may attack the kingdom somehow, or always there are wrong people who want to damage Shastra and Parampara and Brahmanas. So such people are always roaming in the kingdom. So there are chances of that. So by having spies, you keep eye on them. At the same time, another reason for keeping spies is that what is the situation in the hearts of our citizens, what they think about the king. And if king keeps, one of the main reason is that king is administering the citizens, so he is making them follow dharma. So sometimes some mistakes king does and no one is able to tell, because to king who will tell? They are not. Who will tell to king that you are doing this wrong? Everybody has their life. So king understands this, that no one will tell. So he keeps spies. That by that, if he comes to know that I am doing something wrong, or even if I am not doing something wrong, if it is being perceived as I am doing something wrong, then based on that people may not take disadvantage and stop following their own dharma. This is one of the main purposes of keeping spy. So such spy was there. And Lord Rama's spy, now you can understand how much truthful would be that spy. He goes and tells to Lord Rama this thing. Can you tell? If you are a spy of a king, can you go to king and say, oh, about you, this person was saying like this? You will be thinking 100 times, correct? Before saying. But when a spy is kept like this, so in Vedic culture, there is a system that when spy is appointed on the job, only king knows the spy, or maybe 1 or 2 of his mantris. No one knows that he is a spy. At that time, the king takes a vow, and spy tells them that now I will be telling you things which you may not like, but you should not kill me for that. You see? And king accepts that. Similarly, when king appoints mantris, mantri means the ministers, they are brahmanas, so they will guide him. So what happens sometimes, out of anger, king may be doing some wrong judgment, or maybe doing some anyaya. So at that time minister will tell, no, don't do this. So if king has a power, he can kill the minister. So there is a thing that king will not tell anything to minister, he will accept it. So like this type of thing. So spies were there. Lord Rama came to know about it. Now this is being propagated as that why Lord Rama banished Sita? He was a misogynist. Sita was pregnant. What about his feelings? Sita was so much crying. Sita said that, oh, you don't love me. All these things Sita said. Still he did not accept it. Such a cruel man. This type of thing is propagated. And that's why this particular incident is very much infamous among the feminists. Now just put a little intelligence. If Lord Rama was misogynist, he so much trouble he took to kill Ravana just for Sita. See, I challenge any of our today's husbands, will they take so much trouble to save his wife? He will say, I will get another. Even without any trouble, they are getting another, giving divorce, what to speak of. So now today's people who are saying that Lord Rama was like that, he himself is divorced a few times. What you are doing with your wife? See, can you fight like Lord Rama? So how can you say Lord Rama was misogynist? Misogynist means one who hates women. No. Women were given top position in the society. They were pujaniya. From a small girl, even if she is 2 or 3 years old, she will be called Mata. Ma. Unless there is a relationship of inside the house, but otherwise from outside everyone will call Mata. We have all anushtanas for worshipping small girls also. We don't have that for boys. Correct? Boys are given. Girls are not beaten also. You see in a house. Boys are given a lot of things. We all have taken a lot of beating. So how can such a culture have hatred for women? And if some culture has hatred for women, can it go on for long? Because if women are not there, then no more progeny, and then nothing will come. So like that. So that is not possible that Lord Rama has hatred for women. What was going on there? See, Lord Rama took so much trouble to bring Sita back. But Lord Rama is a king, big king. And king means yadyad ajrati shreshthas tatte deva itara janaha. That whatever big people, great people do, others follow. So whatever may have been the reason, the fact in the mind of people is that Sita stayed away from Rama for so much time under some other man. So that is there in the minds of people. Now if Rama would not have been a king, then he might not have taken this step. But he is getting the idea here clearly that in his kingdom people may be misusing this and adharma may pre-king because of this. So despite of loving Sita so much that he fought and killed Ravana, despite of so much love, for his duty as a king, Lord Rama came to establish the ideal king. So to demonstrate the duty of an ideal king, Lord Rama banished Sita, that no, I can't take. So this is a big sacrifice, that a king should not be favorable to his own family members. Otherwise what will happen? That king's family members, he will not be able to do justice. Family member may be doing wrong things, adharma, and king will support it. Family members means, king's family members means they can make life of people hell, because they have power. Those who have power, they can do anything with people. So citizens may suffer because of that. So king used to very much keep hold that my son, he doesn't believe even in his own son. He will test it in very much that, okay, now he has been perfectly. Now if I go away, he will be taking care of citizens properly. They will be satisfied that my child, now if he becomes king, he has good heart for the citizens. He will take care of citizens very nicely. Then only he will give. Not like today's whatever is, there is different thing. But this type of training was there. So now you can understand that Lord Rama banished Sita because of this consideration. It was a big sacrifice. It was not misogyny. And Sita is speaking like this because women, even though they understand dharma, but their main focus, that is their way, their main focus is emotion. They will speak something at some time and next time they will be okay. So even though Sita understands things, but then she will speak like this. And Rama is God himself, so he makes arrangement in other way. So that is there. Then there is an esoteric reason also. Esoteric means the internal reason of this separation, Lord Rama and Lord Sita. The Lord Rama wanted to himself and wanted that Sita also experiences the rasa or mellow of separation. Love in separation is more strong than love in union. So that is the highest philosophy of Vaishnavism, love in separation. Love of God, Krishna, in separation of him. That's the topmost thing. So they wanted to experience that. So that Leela is there. This is a Vaishnava understanding of that Leela also. So first understanding which I gave was a Varnashram understanding. The second understanding